Pareto's principles, commonly referred to as the 80-20 rule, state that roughly 80% of outcomes or results comes from 20% of causes or inputs. This observation can be applied across the various domains including business, economics, health, and personal productivity. So sinasabi lang naman sa may Pareto's principle na mas kilala siya bilang 80-20 na rule. So ang prinsipyo ng nagsasad ng 80% ng mga resulta ay nagmumula sa 20% ng mga sanhi. So example, sa negosyo, maaaring 80% ng benta ay nagmula lamang sa 20% ng mga customer. Sa health naman, 80% ng gastos ay maaaring mula sa 20% ng populasyon na may mga malalalang sakit. So, para sa ating mga estudyante or sa education ay 80% ng tagumpay natin ay maaaring nagmula sa 20% ng ating pag-aaral. So, mahalaga ang Pareto's Principle dahil ito ay nakakatulong sa atin na malaman kung saan dapat tumutok ang ating oras sa pagsisikap sa pamamagitan ng pag-prioritize sa mga pinaka-maimpluwensyang bagay. Mas magiging epektibo tayo sa ating mga gawain. Origin of Pareto's Principle. Historical context muna. The principle is named after Italian economics Vilfredo Pareto, who is the earliest 20th century, noted that 80% of Italy's land was owned by 20% of the population. His observation led to broader application, showing a consistent imbalance in the distribution of resources and outcomes.
Key insight: understanding impact. The essence of Pareto's principle lies in identifying the vital few. Pag sinabi nating vital few, ito yung small number of sources. And ito is yung small of number of sources na nagpo-fall siya below 80%. And versus the trivia many. Pag sinabi nating trivia many, ito naman yung small effect that fall above naman siya, above 80%. By focusing on the critical 20%, individuals and organization can significantly enhance their efficiency and effectiveness. This insight encourage strategic thinking about resources allocation and priority settings. So dito sa key insight is nagbibigay siyang idea kung ano yung Pareto's Principle. Key concept, the 80-20 rule. In various contexts, a small percentage of inputs often leads to the majority of outcomes, commonly applied in business, economics, healthcare, software development, and etc. So, example ng 80-20 rule. Example, meron ka 10 products and yung 10 products na yun is hindi siya nagpo-profit. Ngayon, kailangan sa 10 products mo is yung 20%, example, yung best seller mo sa product mo is yung 20%. And pag nag-focus ka doon, yun ang priority mo, ganun. And nag-lead to ng 80% which is yung profit, yun, example.
So there are many ways or applications on where we can use the Pareto principle. And this includes in the fields of businesses, product development, time management, inventory management, software development, quality control, and healthcare. And many more other possible applications. But today we'll talk about these ones. In business sales, it's common for 80% of the revenue to come from 20% of customers. Now this means that nurturing relationships with top clients can yield disproportionate returns. While application in product development is often 80% of product usage comes from the 20% of features. So identifying these features can guide development efforts and improve user satisfaction.
Time management. It clearly says that 80% of your results came from 20% of your efforts. Meaning, there's a key activities na talagang mahalaga at makaka-apekto sa result. Kaya imbis na mag-focus sa lahat ng task, ay mas mabuti na piliin ang 20% na nagbibigay ng 80% na results.
Inventory management. So, inventory management, applying the 80-20 rule can help in determining which product are the most profitable and should be stocked more heavily, streamlining and inventory process. So, sinasabi lang sa may inventory management na mai-apply dito yung 80-20 rule sa pag-determine kung alin product yung mas mabenta and kung alin product yung dapat pang i-stock.
Next is software development. The Pareto principle suggests that 80% of software issues or user complaints typically stem from 20% of the features or code. Kaya mahalaga na i-prioritize ang mga critical features na ito para mas mabilis ang bug fixes at enhancements. Sa ganitong paraan, mas magiging epektibo ang development process at mas mataas ang user satisfaction.
Quality control. Dito po, ina-address nila yung 20% ng defects na nagsasanhi ng 80% quality issues. So sa pamagitan po nito, mas nalilesen po nila yung pagbaba ng kanilang quality. Dito rin po nagagamit yung Six Sigma in Pareto's principle para po mas ma-utilize nila yung pag-manufacture ng kanilang product. Healthcare. Dito naman po, mas nagpo-focus sila sa mas seryosong problema sa kalusugan kaysa dun sa mga maliliit para po mas matarget nila yung karamihan ng tao. Sa pamagitan po nito, mas nare-reduce nila yung resource consumption nila and mas efficient po sa mga doktor kasi hindi na po sila gaanong magtatrabaho o hindi na po sila maaabala sa iba pang mga simpleng problema sa kalusugan. In Pareto's chart naman po, dito po mga nakapaloob yung mga problema in descending order. Sa pamamagitan po nito, mas mapopokus po natin yung mas malalaking problema kaysa dun sa maliliit para mas madali po natin ito maresolba.
Critics. So, oversimplification. The 80-20 rule can oversimplify complex situation leading to a focus on just a few areas at the expense of others that may also be significant. So dito is to create bigger impact. Pero dapat is hindi lang nagpo-focus sa isang areas, ganun. Hindi lang yun yung priority. Kasi meron yung iba is importante rin pala. And next is variability. Not all situation will adhere to the 80-20 rule distribution. So sabi dito, hindi daw lahat ng situation is kailangan ng 80-20 rule, lalo na if yung distribution naman is equal. So wala dapat na priority and the ratio may vary and relying solely on it could result in missed opportunities. So yung nga sabi, minsan nga pag gumamit ka pa ng 80-20 kahit hindi naman is meron kang may miss na opportunities. And neglecting the long tail. Focusing too heavily on the vital few may lead to neglecting the long tail of less impactful items, which can still be important for overall balance and success. So dito naman, pag sinabing neglecting the long tail, ito yung low volumes for many customers.
And now, in conclusion, by understanding Pareto's principle, individuals and organizations can streamline their efforts, maximize productivity, and achieve more with less. Identifying and prioritizing the critical few factors can lead to more effective decision making and resource utilization. And further elaborating it, Pareto's principle is a versatile and insightful tool that can transform how individuals and organizations approach problem solving, prioritization, and strategic planning. So by recognizing that a small proportion of inputs often lead to the majority of the outcome, it encourages focused efforts on the most impactful area, enhancing efficiency, productivity, and overall effectiveness. However, it's essential to apply the principle judiciously, complementing it with other analytical frameworks and maintaining flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances.